everyone, welcome back to a new budget video here on my channel. So today we're going to be going over the two paychecks that we received in the last week. So the first paycheck that we received was my boyfriend's paycheck from his full-time restaurant job. We were expecting $1,100, but he actually ended up getting paid $1,088. And actually the last couple of paychecks that he's been receiving has kind of been around the $1,080 mark. So I think in the future budgets, I'm going to have to update that because we always seem to be a little bit short right here. But anyways, there were some changes that happened in this budget, starting with gas. We wanted to put aside $160, and what we actually ended up spending was $172. So I am good with the $100 that I get every week, and the $60 is usually for my boyfriend. But the same thing lately, I've been noticing that he's been filling it up, and that has been costing around $70. Sometimes it's a little over, like this one was $72, and then sometimes it's a little short, like $68. So in the future, I think I'm also going to have to update this to $170 instead of $160. And then groceries, we wanted to pay $80, and we did end up paying $80. This one was a little bit different because we actually did not end up getting any groceries this week. We really just used the grocery money to like eat out, and we did go over that budget by a lot. But the reason you don't see that change here is because we ended up using money from my boyfriend's second job to cover those extra expenses. And the reason that we do not budget my boyfriend's second income into this budget here that you guys see is just because that is just one thing that we agreed to not share just for personal reasons. Hopefully that makes sense. We did also contribute to some debt, but I'll go over how much we contributed from his paychecks at the end of the month when we're doing the recap. So if you want even more details on how the groceries went and all of that, then I will be posting on my budget Instagram later on today about the exact numbers and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna link it right here, and I'll also link it down below in the description box. But anyways, next we had light, which was $40, just like we wanted. Spending was $25, just like we wanted. And then my boyfriend's truck, we were originally planning to put aside $297, but because we had a little extra on the last paycheck, we put a couple dollars more than we wanted to. We were able to only put $260 instead of $297. And then for the apartment complex we used to live at, we were planning to only put aside $40, but we actually ended up putting $70 towards that. The total amount for that expense is $100, but me and my boyfriend's portion is only $40, and then the rest gets split between our other roommates. But one of our roommates was not able to pay that this month, and this is on auto pay, so it gets taken out automatically. So we ended up just paying that portion for this month. And that $30 is not something that we are expecting back. It's not an amount that we are going to be waiting on and expecting to get back. Just because there is a rule, of course not everyone follows, but it's a rule that if you let someone borrow money, you should not expect that money back. So that is why we are not going to expect that money back. Then next we have my personal loan, which got $114, my orthodontist bill, which was $110, my boyfriend's orthodontist bill, which was $151, and then lastly we have counseling, which I wanted to put aside $83, but we only put aside $66. So in this next paycheck that we got, which was my paycheck, instead of only putting $2 aside, we had to put $19 aside for my counseling. And as you can see here, the total amount that I actually received was just a couple dollars more than the amount that we were expecting. So we also have savings, which gets $50, household, which got $30, Wi-Fi, which did get $80, personal care, I did put aside the $12. I haven't used it just yet. That's just for my eyebrows. And then we put aside $20 for my cousin's birthday, which is this coming weekend. And then we did pay my boyfriend's personal loan, which was $149. And then clearly I ran out of space and I need to do better with this in the future. But we did have an unexpected expense of $13 from Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, it is basically just a website where you can personalize like thumbnails, you can make Instagram posts, you can just make graphics basically. And I had forgot that I had signed up for it about a month ago. I intended to really just use like the free trial and then cancel it. But of course I forgot to cancel it and it charged us $13. So I am gonna keep this subscription until a couple of days before next month's charge gets taken out again. So I have to put a reminder, but that happened. And then instead of putting the full $18 aside for the Spotify, which is due at the end of the month, we only put aside $8. And then for Club Gentler, we wanted to put aside the full $13, but we didn't have any left over to put aside, so that is where we are at. So that is how our week went. We definitely had a lot of hiccups and adjustments that we had to make to our budget, but overall, I don't think that it's too bad. It's definitely going a lot smoother than our last couple of months have been, so yay for that. We are getting so close to the end of the month, which is sort of exciting because that is when we get to start contributing to our cash envelopes and our debt. So definitely stay tuned for that. That is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below and I will try my best to get back to them as soon as possible. I hope everyone's budget is going great. If you want to comment down below how yours is going, I would love to hear about it. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you liked the video, of course, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you soon.